Today guys, we'll be reviewing Gorilla Tag Cosmetics and seeing if they're actually worth buying or not. So let's dive in. Here we have got two top hats and they've got a scary face on both of them and a bit wonky at the top here as well. You've got their mouth shining somehow. It's a very glossy colour that they've used for the face, and the hat shape is just like a normal top hat for both of them. They both are exactly 2,300 shiny rocks, which I feel like if you play Gorilla Tag enough you will be able to buy at least one of these. So I don't think I'd really wear them. They're just a bit, there's just a bit like it's not really showing me the Halloween vibe. It's just a scary face. I know it's meant to symbolise Halloween, but I think I'd give these top hats a solid 3 stars because that's just what they look like to me. Let's move on to the next cosmetics. So here we go. We have got an arm cosmetic as a duck and a hat cosmetic as a banana. So as you can see, this looks like a normal rubber ducky and this is a banana. And this banana looks like the one over there, but as you can see at the bottom, it's a bit more textured and you can see a bit of the actual banana inside it, or at least the skin of it, because someone must have eaten it. Anyway, we've got the googly eyes on this one, and this one's very textured, as I said on the bottom. It's not cartoony like the other banana, the original one. So this cosmetic here, I'm not really a big fan of arm cosmetics. I just don't think they don't suit anything. And these cosmetics are, this one's 2,200 and this one's 4,000. I think this is definitely too expensive just for an arm cosmetic, and I'm sure you see lots more too expensive stuff. This I think is a good price. So this I'll rate a 3.5 and this I'll rate a 4 stars. Let's go to the next cosmetics. Now we are looking at 3 cosmetics. One of them is a gorilla hand arm bone, which is 3,100 and it is an arm cosmetic. And this is 5,000 shiny rocks. It's a gold mask with lots of designs on it, and it is a hat. So now let's move on to this black mask. This black mask is 2,400 and it basically looks like this mask, but it's a different colour. So now let's go ahead and talk about this Gorilla Tag arm bone. So this is 3,100 like I said. I think it's definitely overpriced just as it's going to go on your arm. And also, as you know, I don't really like arm cosmetics, as I said when I was talking about the rubber duck. But I feel like if you do like arm cosmetics, you would really like this. But you would have to play a lot. You'd have to play for a month, which is quite a lot. And you'd have to play every single day of that month, unless it does not have 31 days, but we're not going to talk about that further. So obviously it's got the nails, it's very good texture, it's got 3 fingers, well technically 2 and 1 thumb, like all gorillas do in this game. And we've got obviously the bone for the arm. And you can also see where it connects, which is really cool. Yeah, like I said, it is overpriced I think to me, but if you really like arm cosmetics, then I think you would really like this cosmetic. So now we're moving on to this golden hat slash mask. It's got lots of spikes coming out of it. It's a very good design. Although I don't know about the gold because it is very shiny. Because I'm not a big gold fan, but people who like gold would definitely like this. It's got a lock for some reason, which I don't know why. It's like in a shape of a monster. Well, it looks like a monster. And I feel like if you really like gold, you would really want this. But yeah, this is definitely overpriced. But it is a big cosmetic. So maybe I'm just thinking wrong, but I do think this is overpriced. And I don't really like the gold, so let's move on to this black mask cosmetic. It has got the same design as the gold mask. What I don't understand is that it's a different colour, but it's over half the price of this gold mask. Which I don't understand. I feel like it would be the same price. So I think this is a really good bargain to get if you really like big mask things. And obviously if you like the colour black, then you definitely want this. Let's move on to the next cosmetics. And before we do, I'm going to rate the bone probably a 3.5 star. And then the gold mask probably a 3 star. And then the black mask probably a 3.5 star, just because of how much of a bargain it is. Now let's move on to the next cosmetics. Now we are looking at these 3 cosmetics. Obviously this badge, which is 0 shiny rocks. This face, which is 1,700 shiny rocks. And then this brain that goes on your head, which is 1,900 shiny rocks. So now let's start off with the brain. So this brain, I think if you wanted to dress up in the type of Halloween, I feel like this would be very good, because you would look like your forehead had been eaten alive. And I feel like this would be very good if you wanted to dress up, as I said. And there's not much to do with this cosmetic. It is very textury, it is very it does look very real. In fact, don't worry, I've never seen a brain before. It just looks very real. And I feel like 1,900 shiny rocks is a fair price. And there's really nothing else to this cosmetic that I can really say. To be honest with you, I've been struggling to say anything about this cosmetic. But I feel like you could do this, you could buy this, or you'd want to buy this if you wanted to dress up in Gorilla Tag. So now let's go over to this face. So this face looks like a zombie. I might be wrong, I don't know. It's got red eyes, which is creepy as well. And it looks like it's got a few buggers. You need to wipe that, buddy. But I think I think he needs sleep, because he's literally got tired eyes, so he probably needs sleep. There's not much to say about this cosmetics really. And also, I can't really see the nose here, I can only see the nostrils. But the face is very textury. And I think if you wanted to dress up again, that this would be a very good cosmetic. So as I said, very textury. Everything's kind of textury about this face. And also, if you wanted to scare your friends, you could use this cosmetic. So now let's move on to this cosmetic. So as you can see, it's just, I don't really wear badges because it just kind of floats around. But I would like to finger paint it, but we're not gonna go. We're not gonna go further with that. Oh, also little shirt. No, never mind. No, never mind. Let's not go further with that. I would like them though. Anyway, so obviously it's just a zombie head. It's like these two cosmetics combined, but in a mask and also the head. Obviously there's not much texture with this one. Obviously it is zero shiny rock, so you could just buy it for the sake of buying cosmetics. But yeah, that's really it with this badge. So now it's time to rate them. This brain I'll probably rate 4. It's a very simple one, so yeah, 4 stars. Now this one, probably rate it also 4. Just because of the design and how textury it is, I guess. And this badge probably a 3 because there's not much to do with it. Let's move on to the next cosmetics. Okay, next cosmetic, we're not going to talk about this one. We're not going to look at that number either because it's not actually funny. Anyway, this cosmetic, it's 2,100 shiny rocks. I don't know what this is. It's just like a dog bug with whatever you call these, and like teeth as legs. Yeah, I think I'm completely wrong here. It is a very cool design. It's very textury as well, and it's cool that you can see through it. Oh, and it also has a back, which is very cool. Yeah, this kind of looks like the Bugs and Man. It could be, okay? The colours are on point. So let's go to voting now, or rating should I say, because yeah, it's literally one cosmetic. So I'm probably going to rate this a 4 just because of the design and the colours. Yeah, and it's very unique. So let's go to the next cosmetics. So now these 3 cosmetics, we've got some eye jars, you could call them, which is definitely not scary at all. You've got this mask, like a double mask, and then we've got my mask. Yay! So let's go with. You know what, let's go with my mask first because it's my mask. So I bought this mask for my YouTube because I just think it looks cool. It's a bright single colour. It's very textury. There's not much to say because it's a very simple cosmetic. It's got, how many legs does it got? But it can't be an octopus mask. It's got 6 legs, I think. Well, yeah, it's got 6 legs. Although face wouldn't have legs, but let's not talking about that. And not even like the tentacles. So let's just not go any further with that. So now we can see like the bridge of the mask, and yeah, it's just straightforward a mask. So I'm obviously going to rate this a 5-star max because it's my mask and it's the best. So now let's go to this mask. It's the same one as mine but a different colour. And this is 2000 and mine was obviously 2000 as well. So this green mask, the green isn't very bright, I don't think. I think it's more textury than my mask. Obviously it looks the exact same, so basically exactly what I said for that, but like just a bit worse because that's my mask and nothing can beat that. Anyway, Yeah, so I can't afford this right now because I'm not the richest. I spent too much on this. Even though she only bought these two things, because I already had that. But anyway, I'm probably going to rate this 4-star, just because of like the texture and obviously it's the shape of my mask. So let's move on to these definitely not scary looking eyeball jar in some green goo. It's 2,700 and I think these go on your paws or hands. And I bought a gumball version of these and it's so hard to type. So I am not a big fan of these. And obviously the gumball ones. So yeah, it does look very scary. It's definitely made for Halloween. Do not know what that goo is. I do not want to know either. Some are just stuck inside the goo, some are just outside, some are trying to make its way through. I think one of them's actually looking at you right now, but tell me if I'm wrong. Yeah, this cosmetic, not better than my cosmetic, obviously, because it's my cosmetic. But I'm probably going to rate this a 4-star, just because the design and everything, it's very cool. So let's move on to the next cosmetics. So next we have here is this old doll, and we also have this scary doll mask. And let me just say, they are both really scary. If I saw that or that at tonight, I would literally run away anywhere. I'll go anywhere but near these. So as you can see, it's got a lot of texture, this one, which I don't like because it might be real. It's got little boat hair ties, got ponytail. It does look like a human, but those guys, which isn't very nice. But yeah, I think this is a really good thing for Halloween, because it is scary, and that's really the point of Halloween. So yeah, it's really all I can say about this, but it's very good detailed, and it looks realistic. Which I don't know how that's good, because it's an old doll, scary doll. But yeah, I'm just going to go away from this. Then I'm also going to go in the middle because I'm scared of that as well. But now here is like basically a mask version of that. And before I start talking about this one is 4,000 and it's an arm cosmetic. And I don't like that. Anyway. And this is a mask and it's 1,800. I know my have a little blurry one. But yeah, so there is a big price difference. I don't really like any of these cosmetics because it kind of covers your face, which I really do not like. But let's start talking about this cosmetic now. It's really just the same as that one. Except its eyes are wide open. It looks like she is very shocked. I don't know why. But she's got blonde hair. She's got blonde hair. And yeah, it's really odd to say, but that cosmetic is just basically silver. Very good detail again. You've got the eyebrows. You've got the very, very wide open eyes. And she's got the ponytails. She's got the lips. So now it's time to rate these. I would probably rate this doll 4 out of 10 because of the design and the details. But yeah, it's too scary. I'll probably rate this one a 3, just because his cosmetics aren't even my favourite. And the same with arm cosmetics. So let's move on to the next cosmetics. So here are our next cosmetics. So this one, I think this is for our paws. There's like a little eyeball in it. And then we've got like one of the magic things. You know, one of them like magic people you see on like YouTube Shorts or TikTok. And they like do that, they make that green to this, like a green screen, so that you actually think it went through the head. Yeah, so it's one of them. It's a sauce, that's probably why it's got to do with Halloween, but so far I'd say this is the most non-Halloween thing. I don't know, I don't even remember what we did last, but yeah, and then this one is obviously very scary. You just go like boom, and then they've got little eyeballs in the hands. So first we're going to start off with this one, and it does look very cool. To be honest, if I was dressing for Halloween in Gorilla Tag, I probably would buy this, even though it is 2,500 and I am not that rich. I kind of was before I bought my YouTube things, but we're not going to talk about how much I actually did spend. But anyway, there's not much to say with this cosmetic, because really I'll only talk about these little eyes. So they are green. Green is actually where the worst eye colours. Hee fact, you know. I don't know if I made that up or not, but anyway, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, it isn't the most realistic. Well, at least the hand isn't. The eye, literally like 10 out of 10 realism. The hand not so much, because, you know, they're not going to make it into a real human hand. Okay, so we're done with that one. Now we're going to move on to the sword in the head magic trick. So it's 2,000, so not much of a price difference. Do think that looks cooler though. This one just looks like, who even would buy this cosmetic? To be honest, it's probably one of the worst cosmetics I've seen, and I don't mind cosmetics. It's literally like, if it was actually in the head and there wasn't like this like thing, then I would have actually liked it. But like, why the colour orange there? It's just simple and boring, and just no one's bought that. I'm telling you. Tell me in the comments if you've bought that, because yeah, it's just not my type. Everyone has their own opinion though. So yeah, I guess it's a sword, so it's pretty cool. So let's just get on with the ratings now. So first we're going to rate this one. I'll probably rate this a 4 stars, just because it's simple, not really in a good way, but the eye is really realistic, and that's probably the only reason. Probably because it's literally an eye sticking out of your head. And then here, it's 2 stars. I think that's the lowest I've actually given. But yeah, just not for me. Let's move on to the next cosmetics. What the heck do these have to do with Halloween? Like, tell me, does this make sense? You literally would wear these in the 90s or even the 80s or even the 70s. Okay, what is this? No matter what colour it is, this is horrendous. Like, all of it, seriously. There's not even any design to them. Like, what the heck? Do I need to say anything about these? Seriously? Like, what am I gonna say? Oh, so it's got lots of text. It's got lots of... Oh my gosh, they're all the same. They've literally only got different colours. That is really annoying. Because it looks like every other thing here is like Halloween, I guess. But this is just not Halloween at all. So rating 1 star, 1 star, and then 1.1 star because it's red and I like the colour red. Anyway, let's move on to the next cosmetics. This was a big boo. Like if you agree with me. So next cosmetics, let's hope they're not as bad. We've got some googly eyes, which I was tempted to buy for my actual skin, but I didn't. Then we've got a classic Zero Shiny Rock badge. Oh, and this is also 1,800 shiny rocks. But for some reason, some things are really blurry to see. And then this thing, which I think is really cool. This is 1,700 shiny rocks. And let's just go with these googly eyes first. So I don't think these googly eyes move. I think I've tried them. I think the ones over there do, which we will be reviewing. I think when you put these on though, you get like a weird smile. Not a very big fan of it, but it is funny if you're one of them YouTubers. But I would really like to wear them. But yeah, it's just not my thing. But I just like wear it to be funny. But yeah, I wouldn't wear this for like in the full entire video. Maybe for a shot, but I don't know, because I haven't got any cosmetics. I might as well just buy this one, because I don't really buy Zero shiny rock badges a lot. I barely even buy badges. Let's not go into the finger paint and illustrator badge thing again, because you know every girl tag creator wants that. But let's not go any further, because I'm going to get emotional. I really want finger paint a badge. But anyway, so yeah, it's just googly eye. It's simple but in a good way, unlike that sword. And to be honest with these 90s, 70s, 80s things were very simple. But this is in a good way. It's very funny, especially if you wear it, because if you actually wear it, you get like a very strange, creepy smile, which is kind of Halloween because it's creepy. But I wouldn't say this is Halloween, but at least it's a good cosmetic, unlike you know what we just reviewed. So I think that's all we have to say about it. So let's move on to this free badge. I always love a free badge, but I don't really like wearing badges. But we're not going to go to finger painter and illustrator for like the third time again. So it's like an eye with wings, which is it would be pretty scary if it wasn't so cartoony. Not really my thing, just because it's a badge. So let's move on to the next cosmetic. This I really like. Just faceless. It's really simple, but in a very good way. As I said, it was 1,700 shiny rocks. I would wear this, but how are we meant to see? Like, you probably can, but like this makes zero sense. But I don't mind, it just makes zero sense. So now it's time to rate. We haven't really said anything long about these cosmetics, but that doesn't mean they're certainly bad. I'd probably rate this probably a 4. Just because, like, it's not good, it's not bad. It's more good than bad. But, yeah, so 4. This, probably 3.5, just because it fits the Halloween vibe. And to be honest with you, I wasn't going to rate anything better anyway. I could have rated it worse, but I couldn't have rated it better than 3.5. Did I say 3 or did I say 3.5 there? I don't know, but I'm going with 3.5. I can't really rate any higher because it's a badge and I don't really like wearing badges. Unless it, okay, never mind. I'm not gonna say it. I'm gonna say it like 4 times. I don't want to get into that. Okay. This probably a 4.5 star because it's just really cool in my opinion. So let's move on to the next cosmetics. So next cosmetics, we've got a slush, which I think is really cool. I'm gonna name it Dave. And then we've got this like costume thing, which is very cool. It's like you zip open your body and then there's a giant galaxy. That's really cool. And then I'm gonna shout out Fizzy on this one, but if you know, you know. So yeah, I hope Fizzy watches this video. Yeah, it's a fair cosmetic. Now you might know why I shouted out Fizzy. But now let's start out with this fair cosmetic. As you can see, it's like a Halloween costume. I think this might be metal or some sort. It's got some stitching on it, you might say. Adds the classic colour codes. I don't like much of these cosmetics really, but it's just because like I just don't really care about fair cosmetics. But it is very textured, and I don't know why metal would be stitched up, so maybe it's just like a grey felt or something. But yeah, that's really all to say about this cosmetic. It's not good, it's not bad, so let's move on to the next cosmetic. This one I think is really cool. It's got like a galaxy, a part of it, and yeah, it's really cool because if you zip it open, yeah, you just see like the galaxy. So I hear some strange things. Anyway, no, if I saw something. Anyway, so it's this galaxy. Yeah, the galaxy is just really cool. That's like all I can say about this. Jeez, that scared me. Oh my gosh. So yeah, this galaxy. No, like this all I can say. The galaxy is really. Oh my gosh, guys! Oh my gosh, Lucy, man. Guys, wait for me. Okay, guys, I'm back. Anyway, I'm not gonna talk about that screen. But yeah, you can see all the stars. It's really all to say about this cosmetic. It's a really good cosmetic. Okay, so this is Dave. I like how the eyes are on its antennas. I don't know if that's how snails are even made. But it's been eating something or it's just been really sick. Very good detail, I must say. It's got its shell. Don't know what these blue and red lines are about. You probably can't see them, but that's fine. Green eyes. Yeah, I already told you that fact. Might not be true. I have no clue. Yeah, like this has like a very, very good texture. As I said, it is 2,800, which I actually think is probably a bargain. Not actually like a bargain in general, but I think compared to the other things that are similar to this, are way more expensive. Like that rubber duck was 4,000, and this is only 2,800. But if it is an arm cosmetic, which I'm not really a big fan of, but that duck was an arm cosmetic, literally not as much texture as this, way worse than that, and it literally costed more shiny rocks. I don't know how this shiny rock system works, but to be honest with you, I have no clue what to even say at this point about shiny rocks. Yeah, this is really good, and now we're gonna get on to rating. So let's just rate the fair cosmetic. I am literally getting stuck. The fair cosmetic. Probably probably just a 3 out of 10. Not too good, not too bad, just not my thing. So now let's rate this cosmetic. Probably 4, just because of literally just how cool it looks. And 5 out of 5 for Dave. Dave is literally the GOAT. Spam GOAT Dave in the comments. Now let's move on to the next cosmetics. Okay, now we've got 2 cosmetics. We've got this face, which is really cool. It's like a stitch up doll eye. Do not stop making that noise. Do not remind me of them dolls. Why do I feel like one is looking at me right now? We are going to ignore that. And then we've got this guy, and I'm gonna name this guy. What should I name this guy? I'm gonna name this guy E. Don't ask me what I got this name from, because I don't know either. Maybe because he's got one eye, but I don't know. So let's first test out this one. I think we want to go this side again. So E has got like, what are these called? Like, not quite, but they're like going out of his head. I like this green colour. And I also look at the spikes to back. You guys probably can't see them, but you might be able to. But he's got a few pimples. That's a very big pimples. How is a puppet got pimples? Fascinating. Just fascinating. Very good texture. Again, these random coloured thick lines. I have no idea what to do. He even got a little mouth. Oh, your name is Dave. Okay, it did not look real at all. Wait, why did I say Dave? That guy over there is Dave. I'm just getting so confused. So E only has one eye, sadly. So maybe just call him E. So hi E. So yeah, I think that's all we should say about this cosmetic. Let's move on to this cosmetic. I like face cosmetics. They're just simple, that's why. So it's got these 2 buttons. It's red and then it's like a grey brown colour. Good texture. And if you can see that the little stitching in the middle, it overlaps, but you might not be able to see that. But that's really all I can say about this cosmetics. Now to go to the ratings. So probably going to rate this guy 5 star because he's also the GOAT. Now, guys, who do you think's more of the GOAT? Dave the Snail or E the puppet? One-eyed puppet. Yeah, right, comment down below who do you think's better. If you think E is better, then comment E is the GOAT. Spell it however you want. I don't really care because I don't even know how to spell it. Say Dave is the GOAT if you think Dave is the GOAT. So now let's rate this cosmetic. Probably gonna rate this a 4. It's more good than bad, but it's not really either. So let's move on to the next cosmetics. I think there are gonna be 2 seconds left. So see you there. This is a bit new. We're doing 4, but that's fine. So this is a bit tall. We've got a skull here, which is an arm cosmetic for 4,000. Bit overpriced, I would say. We've got this giant unicorn. You know, one of the things you use as a kid. You know what I mean. Anyway, that's 5,000 for a bag. Okay, these are really expensive. And this is like, okay, so this is like a set. I think some stuff goes with. I don't know if that's what this a set means, but it's 4,000. Why are these things so expensive? Can't get past. And this umbrella, back 5,000. Literally, I think everything. But this maybe is a little bit overpriced. Is literally like the most overpriced things probably in this shop. So let's just start off with these two unicorn things. But let's start with this. What do you call these? I don't know, but this is the unicorn head. So this unicorn head, yeah, it's very, very cool. I wish this was less expensive because I've never had 5,000 shiny rocks in my life, I don't think. Which is very sad. Anyway, let's just talk about that. So it's got googly eyes, it's got rainbow hair, I think, and it's got horn. If you're thinking of the same song as me, pink fluffy unicorns dancing on rainbows. Anyway, so yeah, so this is basically it. It's got texture. This wood is very spherical, I guess. What do I even say at this point? It took me over a day to make this video. Well, technically, I haven't made this video for a day, but I was making some of the video yesterday, so I can hope you will subscribe. But you don't have to if you don't want to. But anyway, yeah, it's also got the nose. So yeah, that's really it with this cosmetic. So now we've got this headband. I'm sure like every girl probably had a headband like this when they were like little, like 5 or something. And then it's like a unicorn dress, I guess. Yeah, and it's very good texture. Obviously there's like a flower around the unicorn. I don't know how that's obvious, but yeah, you can see it right there. Yep, there's a lot of rainbow in these both, but probably because it's just a unicorn. So let's move on to this umbrella. This is probably not counting the skeleton head, one of the most overpriced things in this shop. I know you have to check all of it out, but so far this is one of the most overpriced things. It's 5,000. You hold it, and I don't know if it like makes it like lands more smoothly on the ground in like forests or something. But if it was not, then literally, what's the point of it being 5,000? Like, who's literally gonna buy this? Who has enough shiny to buy this? Anyway, I just had a creepy sound again, and my heart just dropped. But we're not gonna talk about that. Lucy's coming again, isn't she? Anyway, so make this quick, so Lucy doesn't come while I'm recording, and I don't have to scream again. Oh no, this is not good. Anyway, we've got this pattern on it. Keep looking back, I swear I hear it. And yeah, that's really all to say about this cosmetic. It's just blue, and it's wooden. And yeah, I think we should just move on to the skull cosmetic now, because there's really nothing else to say about this. So let's just move on. You're not scaring me this time. Get off of me, Lucy. At least I didn't scream that time. Anyway, why is she coming like every single time I record now? That is very, very unlucky. So now let's move on to the skull. Literally so overpriced. Is this 5,000 or 400? Not 400, 4,000. I'm being stupid. Anyway, at least it's a good texture. It's got some eyeballs. Got a mouth, and that's really it. So now it's time to rate these. So this probably a 4, just because they put a lot into this cosmetic. This probably a 3, just because of how expensive it is. This literally a 2-star, because it's not even that good, and it's literally 5,000 shiny rocks. And what was I gonna rate this? I think I don't know. I don't even remember. I don't think I've written this. This probably a 3-star because, no 4-star because of its price. Don't know if I've rated this anywhere, but that's probably a 3-star because it's also overpriced. Just all these things are overpriced. I know I've been saying it, but like and subscribe if you agree with me. So, looks like we've got the googly eyes, and remember I talked about them over there. Well, I don't know if them ones have a smile, and these ones actually move, though, if you actually wear them. The eyes move. So, that's 2,200, and obviously it's face cosmetic. So now these are actually really cool. The legs spring out. I just heard that sound, so let's try and be quicker this time. So now there's springs coming from the eye, so you can basically probably see 2 times better with this, to be honest. Now I hear Lucy sounds. It's very scary, but now I have no clue what it is. Probably it goes on your chest. Don't even ask me what this is called. Better not ask me. So let's, yeah, oh my gosh. My heart's actually fading. I keep hearing the Lucy noise. So these eyes, oh no. Right. Lucy, stop interrupting my video. Anyway, so yeah, these ones move, like I said. Oh yeah, I was talking about these ones, it wasn't it? Oh yeah, and I already talked to you about them ones. So now let's talk about these googly eyes. So them googly eyes, they're really cool to just like go everywhere, and then like juke and scare everyone, and then everyone can just see your eyes bumming around. It's really funny. It's like you've kind of lost control of your eyes, and like your legs are trying to, and your eyes have legs, and they're trying to like spin out of your head. Now yeah, this cosmetic is really good, really funny, good to like play around with and stuff. You would be the funniest gorilla in town if you used this cosmetic on a day-to-day basis. Yeah, really textury. Now let's move on to this cosmetic. This cosmetic really cool, like that one. It's got texture. I like the orange glasses. The strings, like the you might not be able to see it, but like, you know, like a slinky. It's kind of like that. Like your eyes just popped out, and it was connected to a slinky. But I can't see anything inside the eye, which is a bit worrying. You can't see because I'm looking at the inside, but that's kind of worrying. Monkey, are you okay? Technically, it's a mannequin. Why am I asking now? It's okay. But yeah, really, really cool cosmetic. Now this one is just cool, but I don't know what it's cool for. Well, I kind of do. It's neon eye, it's very good texture, but I don't know what it is. Guys, please tell me what this is, because this is very confusing. But to be honest with you, probably one of the coolest things that we've checked out of these three. So now let's go on to the ratings. So this probably a 4 because it's just really funny, and this also funny. Yeah, very funny. These two are very funny. Now this one, if you wear this, you're actually cool. Not like you're cool if you watch my videos and shorts. But if you wear this, you are literally the top dog. So I'm probably gonna rate. Obviously, I rated these 2 for probably 4.5 just because you would be the coolest kids in Gorilla Tag if you wore them. Obviously, the people who watch my videos are also the coolest kids are. If you're an adult in town, stop making them noises. Anyway, let's go on to the next cosmetics. You can see some behind us. Well, I think you can. I don't know. But let's move on to the next cosmetics. Okay, so now we've got two cosmetics here. We've got a giant robot, which is 5,000 there. And then we've got this crown costume, which is also set in the 1,000. I think, to be honest, this one is a very, very, very fair price. It's not very fair, but it is fair price. This one, probably fair as well. It's not like it's a rubber duck, is it? Like, seriously, that's not an umbrella, that's 5,000 that we just reviewed. So let's start with this robot first. Very, very unique. This robot looks very, very cool. I like this blue, and that's probably the main colour here. It's very colourful, which I like. It's a very good design. It's a very good shape. Well, it would probably ruin the whole gorilla theme, but a gorilla robot would be cool. So I think we're done here. Right now there's this cosmetic. This is a very funny cosmetic. Both of these don't have anything to do with Halloween, but I guess just maybe sections in Halloween. So yeah, it's got a funny clown nose. Imagine you click that and it could squeak. Maybe it can, I don't know. It's got a little top hat. You know, why does this remind me of the Simpson character? I swear it has hair like this. Tell me if you know what character I mean. And then it's got like the little suit that every clown wears. To be honest, I think these are fairly good cosmetics. You could argue that the prices are too high, but no, I wouldn't argue about that. So now let's go on to the ratings. So this robot, probably a 4.5, just because like how colourful and like how big this cosmetic is. And then this probably a 4, is because it wasn't something that it's not something that I really like. But yeah, it's still a good cosmetic. So let's move on to the next cosmetics. Now I've actually got a space to like stand. So we've got Superwoman, we've got this cowboy, and we've got a ghost. Most of this section is just sets, but we've actually got like kind of a balloon. There is a balloon. So this, oh my god, this set, the Superwoman is 4,000, the cowboy is 4,000, and this ghost balloon is 3,000. It's a black cosmetic. Then obviously these two are sets. So let's talk about this ghost cosmetic first. It's a very cool, simple design. It's just the white ghost, and there's the face. There's not much balloons here, so I like how they made this. I feel like it's a very simple and obviously unique, because there's no other balloons in here, I don't think. But yeah, very simple in a good way cosmetic. So now let's go into this cowboy one. Obviously it's a set, and I know I keep saying I don't like these types of cosmetics, so I just don't really like set cosmetics, because it just ruins of you having a unique style, because everything's just associated with the other cosmetics you have on equipped. So stop talking about how I don't like this sets, but let's just look at the cosmetics on the set. So we've got obviously that little red thing that I do not know the name to. We've got the jacket, we've got the moustache, and we've got this hat with like a red line across it. It's like a top hat. I don't know why it cowboy would wear a top hat, but that's completely fine. Oh no, this is I'm so dumb. This is not a cowboy, this is a sheriff. So this sheriff has like the sheriff badge on. And it says G, which is really cool because that's probably for gorilla tag, G tag or whatever you call it. But yeah, this cosmetic is really good, especially imagine a sheriff played this game and I bought this. That would actually be really cool. So now let's move on to this cosmetic. I like this cosmetic. I think this is more simple than the other sets that we've seen in this area. It's got G, maybe it's Gorilla Woman. That'll be a good name, Gorilla Woman. Right. Also there's where gorilla arms go into. That must be like a wristband. That's also a wristband. I like how it has all the primary colours in. That's very cool. I might be the only one who noticed that, but I'm probably wrong. Anyway, it's got the G in the middle, like I said. It's got like an outline of yellow and blue. It's kind of stripy. So I really like this, so let's go on to the ratings. Goes probably 4 because it's simple and cool and it's unique to all the other cosmetics. The new cosmetics for the Halloween update. This probably 4 as well, just because you know, I don't know why I would rate this a 4. It just looks cool, okay? Like, how big is that mustache? Jeez. And the sheriff's wear top hats, I don't know. This probably a 4 because it's Superwoman. Who doesn't like Superwoman? Anyway, let's move on to the next cosmetics. Now, all of these cosmetics I think go together because they kind of look similar. I don't know what this is meant to be. Maybe it's like a magic 8-ball, but like a rock, kind of. Obviously we've got the sand hat, and then obviously there's the sand jacket. So this, this definitely looks like a set, but it's like separate. So first we're gonna go on with this jacket. So obviously it's like, it looks like it's made out of sand, like from base, like someone just made a sandcastle into a jacket and then like put some magic spells on it so you can actually wear it. It's got like a tie or whatever you call it at the bottom. It's not obviously. The screen patch, maybe it's like a stain, probably not. It's like at the end it kind of looks like a scarecrow, like, because obviously a scarecrow isn't made out of like human skin, or that would be actually a good Halloween costume. Like look here. Yeah, it's very cool. That is literally giving me a heart attack, that sound. Anyway, it's got the button, it's very well designed. So yeah, I think this is all I can say about this cosmetic. So let's move on to this cosmetic. This cosmetic, it's basically a part like that one. Very simple, just a rope, and very textured like the other one. I like that. And I still don't know what these things sticking out. I already said it looks like it's like a scarecrow, but that's all I can really say about this cosmetic. Wow, I'm going really fast here. And then I have no clue what this is. It is an arm cosmetic though. So yeah, you know that I'm not a really big fan of those. But I think it's actually changing colours. That is interesting. It's like changing colour shades of green, which is very cool. Tell me if I'm wrong though. And it's kind of like a rock. It's kind of like you made a magic 8-ball in the cave times. But that's 3,500, and obviously I said it's an ant cosmetic. That's a height of 1,400. I think that's probably a bargain, to be honest. And also this. Alright, I've seen way more expensive shares than this. This is totally a bargain. So yeah, if you've got enough shiny looks and you are a beach person, definitely buy that. You will love it anyway. So yeah, so now let's go on to ratings. I don't know if I've rated this anymore. I'm not having a very good memory right now. This is probably 4, especially if you like beach stuff. Yeah, as I said, if you like very summer pet, you should definitely buy this. Turns out I might be mistaking this, because why would there be summer stuff now in October? Anyway, so this hat, probably a 4 as well, and then this ball a 3, because still I have no idea what it is. I'm just assumed it was a magic 8 ball. So let's go to the next cosmetics. So actually we are doing all this section in one part. So now we are going to do the middle first, because I think you can see it better. So let's do this but first I need to introduce you to all the cosmetics we are looking at. This cat on her cosmetic, then this cool wand, this tree, you literally could be scary stump, or I wish I can't speak. Scary stump, there you go, finally. And then this bird hat. And then, isn't this the exact same as the one I just looked at? Right, you may look very carefully. Literally the same. No, this cat might be more mad. Yeah, that's the difference. That cat here is like mad. I don't know why they made 2, they could have just made 1. Anyway, let's start off with this bark, tree, stump, scary cosmetic. This is 3,000 and it's a shirt. Very weird shirt. Like, I wouldn't expect this to be a shirt. You do? Oh my gosh, that noise actually creeps me out. Anyway. There's lots of leaves coming off. It is very realistic. In fact, it's very realistic. This might be as realistic as actual stump. Maybe let's not go that far though. So, as you can see, all these leaves, very cool. Now, yeah, there's some different colours to not keep just a brown boring texture, and that's really it. Really, it is a very unique design, just like I said with that ghost balloon, but instead this is a very unique shape, which I love because I love unique things. So let's move on to the next cosmetic. Let's do this bed cosmetic. Let's go this way and then start going that way. So this bed cosmetic with this hat is really cool to me. That's a bird poop on the hat, I think. Let's not talk about that one. So, it's like a cowboy hat, I think. Well, it looks like one to me. And then the bird looks quite happy. Which, I don't know why I'd be happy about pooping on someone's hat. I would be quite disgusted of myself and a bit embarrassed, to be honest. So let's move on to the next cosmetic. But before we do, this has very good texture and yeah, it's a very weird thought to put into a cosmetic. But here we have is a normal looking cat. There's no motions and like that one that we're gonna review later. This one very good texture. It's got the ears, it's got the nose, it's got yellow eyes. I didn't know cats could have yellow eyes. This might just be Gorilla Tag talking to me, trying to get me to think that they do. But it's also got the black fur, it's got the tail coming down. That is a very long tail. You can't see it, but that is a very, very long tail. And it's even got the whiskers, which is a small detail that they added. It's got the little white dot on the eyes to make them like cute eyes, if you know what I mean. My headset keeps falling down my face, which is a bit annoying. But yeah, that's all I can say about the cosmetic. Now let's go to this side. Okay. The back one, which is actually proper cool, like. Imagine you use it and then the wings just flapped out. That would be amazing. I don't know if it actually does that now. So the eyes are very realistic, and the ears and the whole thing is really textury. I think it's really cool. So now let's talk about this cosmetic. Basically the exact same thing as that, but it's sad. I don't like this cosmetic. It's very mad. I don't like that. But everything else, it's really good texture. Now let's go with the reds. This cat probably because I like how she's sitting on the gorilla mannequin's head casually, and it's very good texture. And this probably 3.5, and I would have rated it 4, but the bed that she put on the gorilla mannequin's hat, which is not cool. Guys, don't do that. But besides that, I really like the texture, and the hat's pretty cool. So now this probably a 4.5. Can't rate it a 5 because I necessarily wouldn't wear this, but it is a very good design and it is very unique, which is probably the best part about it. This back one is just cool. I literally use this. If I was in Harry Potter, I would definitely use this one. And then this probably a 3.5 because it's sad, unlike the other cat. Let's move on to the next cosmetics. So here is our second last 3 cosmetics. So here we've got Hi Fizzy. I know where you live. Just kidding, I don't. Sorry. Didn't mean to harm anyone. Anyway, so this is a very cool. I think this is skeleton because that's like the rib cage. But this is a very unique. This is probably the most unique thing I've seen so far. Very colourful, which I like. And this is a rose top. Not really Halloween, but still like it. It looks very simple. And then these are really really cool because they're actually animated. And I like how unique this is as well. Except this, all of them are pretty unique. So let's go with the fare first. Because this fare is 3,700. Most fare is like always 5,000. So I feel like this is a very good bargain. Since it's like my favourite fare that I've ever seen before. Probably. Arguably. You know, don't. I'm not. Anyway, so this is very cool. I don't know why the face is white. Stop making that noise, Gorilla Tag. So it is very flowery. Got lots of colourful dots on it. Very unique, and also you can see all the bones, so you know it's a skeleton. And I feel like this is just a really good cosmetic in general. Lots of colours, which is probably my favourite part. But my actual favourite part is probably because how unique it is, which has something to do with the colours. So now we're moving into this cosmetic. this cosmetic is simple in the best way possible. The roses are all nicely placed. I don't know what these flowers are, and I don't know what these spikes are, but it's just simple in its own way, which I really like, and I really like the texture. So let's move on to this cosmetic. Very, very unique, and it's even animated, which makes it which makes the rating go up a 0.5 as well. So there's loads of stripes. There's kind of candy corn glasses, but then you can only see the purple from your point of view, I think. But you might be able to see the side. I do not know, but it's probably being covered. It's like a squid going "Rah!" and then just jumping or jump scaring you. But it's like it's trying to hypnotize you, like whoa. But anyway, yep, very unique. Now it's time to rate these. So this probably a 5, just because it's the most unique thing and colourful thing I've seen all day, and it's probably one of the best fairs that's ever been released, in my opinion. So obviously I haven't played Gorilla Tag that long, but it's the best fair that I've probably seen. Then these is probably 4, just because of how simple it is and the textures. I love just the little roses on the top. And these probably a 4, just all out of uniqueness. This is so unique, and I just love it. So let's move on to the next cosmetics. Now we're on to our last 3 cosmetics. Guys, just to let you know, I've read probably over 3 hours on this video, so it would be really helpful if you could subscribe, and if you've been here from the very beginning, say hi in the comments. So here is a skull, some gloves. You don't really like gloves, but I can't afford them right now. I don't really have any gloves, which is kind of sad. And this badge, just 2,000. That badge doesn't look very good to me now, so let's just start with this. The cartoon, it doesn't really look like good of a bat to be in this. That bat does not look like it's having a good time. It's a bit scary. It's looking like that bat, so I feel like it's kind of jealous. Sorry, and also it's a badge, but we're not going to go into that fingerprint illustrator badge, because literally everyone wants that in the whole entire universe. Got Gorilla Tag. It's got the teeth, it's got the thing. There's really not much to say about badges, because they're literally so simple and they're so tiny. But now let's move on to these black cars. 2,200 shiny rocks. Oh, and by the way, that badge is 2,000. That's a bit overpriced. So these badges, yep, the 2 black ones. They're very just simple in a good way. To be honest with you, black isn't something I would wear. I would rather some pink or purple ones. Yeah, but it's just not something I would wear. And now we're on to the last cosmetic we're reviewing today. So this is very, very unique, like that fair. Not as unique, like it is very small, and it isn't that overpriced, but it is a bit. It's 2,500. It's an arm cosmetic, and I don't really like arm cosmetics, but at least it's not like 4,000 like that rubber duck we saw near the start of the video, which is actually the second. Which was actually the third item we looked at. It's very unique, very good texture, and that's really all I can say about the last section, which is kind of sad. But I need to get to the ratings now, so I'll probably rate this a 2. It's kind of said I'm rating 2 on one of the last cosmetics I'm rating, but really, just probably one of the worst badges in the shop right now. The badge that costed 0 and shiny rocks is probably better than it. These black girls, probably 4, they're just simple, original. They're more good than bad, so a 4 is a fair enough rating, according to me. And it's my opinion, so that's what I think about them. This probably 4.5 just because of how unique it is. I love unique things, and this is so colourful. So I guess we're done rating all the new Halloween update cosmetics, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching if you've watched it all the way, and please, I hope you enjoy my videos. I also post shorts too, and thank you for watching.